Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Randomly Rain Z. Have you been feeling hot lately, everyone? Let's find out the cause. Fire. Why have we seen a significant increase in hot temperatures over the past year? Don't miss out on the scorching insights we're about to uncover. If you're as passionate about understanding the impact of global warming on rising temperatures worldwide, hit that like button, drop us a comment with your thoughts, and hit that subscribe to stay tuned for more eye-opening content. Stay here, and let's get to the main topic this time. In recent years, the world has witnessed a concerning and unmistakable trend, a steady rise in global temperatures. The rising temperature phenomenon, often called global warming, is a pressing issue that has captured the attention of scientists, policymakers, and individuals alike. The Earth's climate has always exhibited natural variations, but what sets the current situation apart is the pace and extent of the warming. Human activities, primarily burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas, have released large amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases, including carbon dioxide and methane, create a greenhouse effect that traps heat from the sun, leading to a gradual increase in global temperatures. The consequences of this warming trend are far-reaching and encompass various aspects of our planet. One of the most noticeable effects is the increase in extreme heat events as we feel now. Heat waves have become more frequent, intense, and prolonged in many parts of the world. Such events can severely affect human health, agriculture, and ecosystems. Vulnerable populations, including the elderly and those with pre-existing health conditions, are particularly at risk during heat waves. From a global perspective, the effects of rising temperatures are interconnected. Melting ice contributes to sea level rise, which can lead to the displacement of populations and loss of habitat. Changes in temperature and precipitation can disrupt ecosystems and alter species distribution, affecting biodiversity and ecosystem services that humans rely on. To find out the increase in air temperature over time, let's look at the data presented in graphical form next. The following is the global surface air temperature chart issued by Copernicus, which is one of 6 thematic information services provided by the Copernicus Earth Observation Program of the European Union. Copernicus is an operational program building on existing research infrastructures and knowledge available in Europe and elsewhere. The Copernicus Climate Change Service, C3S, implemented by the European Centre for Medium-Range Weather Forecasts on behalf of the European Commission with funding from the EU, routinely publishes monthly climate bulletins reporting on the changes observed in global surface air temperature, sea ice cover, and hydrological variables. The data chart shows the globally averaged surface air temperature for all months of July from 1940 to 2023. Shades of blue indicate cooler than average years, while shades of red show warmer years than average. The global average temperature for July 2023 is confirmed to be the highest on record for any month from the previous year. Global surface air temperature data states that the month was 0.72 degrees Celsius warmer than the 1991 to 2020 average for July and 0.33 degrees Celsius warmer than the previous warmest month, July 2019, before entering 2023. Apart from the global surface air temperature, which has increased, the surface water temperature has also been reported to have increased. Here is the graph. Daily global sea surface temperature, degree C, averaged over 60 degrees south minus 60 degrees north, 60th parallel south and 60th parallel north. Domain plotted as a time series for each year from January 1, 1979 to July 31, 2023. The years 2023 and 2016 are shown with thick lines shaded in bright red and dark red, respectively. Other years are shown with thin lines and colored according to the decade, from blue, the 1970s, to brick red, 2020s. The data above shows that in early 2023, January is close to January in 2016, 2020, 2010, and 2000. Then in the following month, it rises to April, then decreases, then the sea temperature increases until July. Warmer than in July in previous years. For the month as a whole, global average sea surface temperatures were 0.51 degrees Celsius above the 1991 to 2020 average. On August 1st to 4th, the last published global sea surface data increased, namely 20.9648 to 20.9776 degrees Celsius. El Niño conditions continued to develop over the equatorial eastern Pacific area, extending along the Pacific coast of Central America, from southern Mexico to northern Peru, encompassing a surface of 199,665,900 hectares of coastal and marine habitats, WWF in IOC UNESCO and UNEP, 2015, and 20,853,000 hectares of continental shelf. A rise in sea surface temperature that rises slowly indicates an increase in damage to marine ecosystems that helps absorb carbon dioxide in the sea, besides experiencing an increase in temperature. The process of acidification of seawater occurs when the pH of seawater decreases due to an increase in dissolved CO2 levels in the sea. Hydrogen ions formed from the breakdown of carbonic acid will cause the pH to become acidic. According to Samantha Burgess, Deputy Director of the Copernicus Climate Change Service, C3S: "We just witnessed global air and ocean surface temperatures set new records in July. These records have dire consequences for people and the planet exposed to ever more frequent and intense extreme events. 2023 is currently the third warmest year to date at 0.43 degrees Celsius above the recent average, with the average global temperature in July at 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Even if this is only temporary, it shows the urgency for ambitious efforts to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions, which are the main driver behind these records. Based on the observations of the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, is an intergovernmental organization with a membership of 193 member states and territories. It originated from the International Meteorological Organization, IMO, the roots of which were planted at the 1873 Vienna International Meteorological Congress. Established by the ratification of the WMO Convention on March 23, 1950. WMO became the specialized agency of the United Nations for meteorology, weather and climate, operational hydrology, and related geophysical sciences a year later. The Secretariat, headquartered in Geneva, is headed by the Secretary General. Its supreme body is the World Meteorological Congress. The contents of that statement are: there is a 60% chance for a transition from ENSO neutral to El Niño during May-July 2023, and this will increase to about 70% in June-August and 80% between July and September, according to the update, which is based on input from WMO Global Producing Centers of long-range forecasts and expert assessment. At this stage there is no indication of the strength or duration of El Niño. Addressing the challenge of global warming requires international cooperation, policy interventions, and individual actions. Efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, transition to renewable and eco-friendly energy sources, and enhance energy efficiency are crucial steps in mitigating the impacts of rising temperatures. Investing in resilient infrastructure, disaster preparedness, and sustainable agricultural practices can help communities adapt to the changing climate. In conclusion, the escalating temperatures on a global scale are a wake-up call that demands urgent attention. The implications for our environment, society, and economy are profound and multifaceted. By acknowledging the reality of hot temperature trends and taking collective action, we can mitigate the worst outcomes and build a more sustainable and resilient future for future generations. Indeed, doing business while paying attention to nature does not get big profits. But where will we live if the earth is damaged? The money we have made so far cannot change things as they were before. As we wrap up this fiery exploration, remember that every action counts in the fight against global warming. If not us, who else cares? If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and remember to subscribe for more crucial insights. Together, we can make a difference and pave the way for a cooler, sustainable future. Thank you for joining us.